Hello everyone, this is the Style 648 Sundstrand Engelburg belt grinder with a 6" by 48" belt. I picked this thing up a few months ago and immediately made some videos for it. So if you've seen them or want to look at them, that's what it looked like before I did anything to it. And this is the video of after. Today I just want to make this a short video, so I won't really get into details about the parts on it. I will point them out as we walk around, but I won't get any details. Later on down the road, I'll make a lengthy video and I'll show you up underneath and everything, how everything works. Also, want to mention that the parts I made for it are not copies of the original because I could not find any information on this model. Even the other models I found, the Sundstrand Engelburg, weren't helpful, so I just simply made the parts the way I thought they should be made. The motor is 3 horsepower, 3,600 RPMs. I have it set up for the belt grinding speeds for 5,400 surface feet a minute and 2,950 surface feet a minute. 2,950 surface feet a minute right now, I think, is what I got it set at. So that's what this foot pedal's for. I can give this a little flip. Now it's at 5,400 surface feet a minute. If we come over here, first thing is the pedal. I made that. That's not original to this thing. The cabinet is not original. The cabinet was just a stand, and I added the 4 panels on all 4 sides to enclose it. Of course, made a bunch of stuff in here to get this motor to raise up and down. Made the pulleys, both top and bottom, to give me my belt grinding speeds. Made the door and everything. If we come up here, made this guard, it was missing. Made it so it was quick chain, so you could real quick open it up and close it. This piece of rubber here is just to keep dust out. It wasn't big enough crack for your finger. Over here is the table I made. I made this and this. Had to figure it out. There was nothing left of it. It must have been pulled off and laid aside. I used a hammered paint on it. I thought that made it look pretty good. Same paint they like to use on micrometers and toolboxes and a lot of instruments and all. The range of settings on this is 45 to 15 this way, and 0 being 90 degrees or however you want to look at it. There's the tracking adjustment. Of course, that's the tension. If we come around to this side, here's your knob to change it from horizontal to vertical. Panel, just plain Jane. There's our ID tag. 7,000 serial numbers. Style 648. Made this because the original shields was missing. And if we come up here, you'll notice this here's all milled out. I did that to give it a casting look. Didn't have to do that. It took a lot of time, but I just thought it made it look all that much better. On around to this side, made this knob here. Originally it was some kind of push thing, and the door would randomly fly open and make a big bang and scare you. This belt was severely wore into this surface right here. They left it slide over against and wore that, so I had to weld all that back shut. It actually wore clear through the first 1.5 inches or so way out here, way over in here. The knob, I actually designed it so it would be pointing straight down when it's clear tight instead of up in the way. And it's adjustable, so if it ever gets out of whack, I can retime it. Since the belt guards is missing, this piece here was straight down and it made it look awful. So I added this piece here onto it to give it a finished look, kind of make it match the other side over there. If we come down here, you'll see this. That is for the motor. The motor was just a little too big for the cabinet by about 3/8 of an inch. So I had to make this for the motor to fit into. And also, since the motor moves up and down in there, I had to make this oval instead of round, which just made it all that much more funner to make. If we come around here, there's the tension handle again. This is actually the first piece I made right here, this plate behind it. It was missing. And that's part of the reason why this belt wore through, since they left this, when they tightened this down, it was only hitting on the edge of the tube. Well, it was putting this whole works at a bind, and you never could get it to accurately track right, and it would always end up flying over here. Down here, the Allen Bradley switch, redid it inside and out. The inside didn't really need anything, but just rewired the correct way. Repainted the start and stop, used that same yellow paint that I used on the pedal and everything I made. New wiring. And I think that just about covers this thing. So this is my Style 648 Sundstrand Engelburg belt grinder restored. Keep an eye out for a detailed video of all the parts I made for this thing later on. But for now, hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.